Colombina. Like, what secrets does she have for us that we don't already know? Honest. Oh, Colombina.
Columbina, we're back!
Nah, you need to do the fucking Sandra on screen. Colombina. Whatever.
Huh? She's not here.
She could hit us with that teleportation trick.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
We're gonna check if the flowers are blue again.
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know. Oh well.
Yeah, they are.
Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush.
Prayer Night.
Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
No rush. Fair point. She built the giant sculpture herself. We've already talked about it. She rests on it. Ooh.
Colombina!
Nice and somber.
Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
Damn, bro. A whole day later and the bitch still ain't here. Where'd she go?
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day. What changed in here, bro? Well, nothing, obviously.
What about Luanatar? Luanatar, you there?
Your bitch ass is here, bro. Why are we asking the first time?
Do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Yeah. You know where she is, little bro? Oh, you don't know either?
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Flowers. They've lost their power.
What about them? Oh, that's not good news.
She's weak as shit.
They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And
The music
it's
fucking
super
peaking.
pale right now.
Let's go find Lauma.
Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Oh, we know what's happening. Columbina's weak as shit.
Lauma!
Even that little boost we give her.
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
She's been missing the entire time. You've seen her?
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color.
Alright, so.
Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either.
So yeah, she doesn't go out her full strength.
This is super weird.
Has anyone fucked up the entire hall to make her super weak?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's Nod-Krai's information hub after all.
That's crazy,
Makes
bro.
sense. Let's go.
Most people don't know what she even looks like, who she is. For her to actually be out in fucking Nasha Town, or at least, you know, around Nasha Town. Got your mind. And to be seen?
The seasonal verdure draws near once again.
Like, season of fucking monsoon, bro. Rain like a motherfucker. What we got going on here?
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this all kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right?
Bunch of metal
No,
fermented animals.
I don't recognize it.
Oh.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod-Krai.
There, bro. We already found the end game
Where'd that
character.
voice come from?
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
You sure about that?
No,
Look at
no,
Joe.
no, not that way. The final boss is right here.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also,
It does sound familiar, bro.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around.
When they peek
I'm
up the
right
music.
behind you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Well, ALice, the great adventure. Hey, how'd she adjust the camera like that? One point, that was the mother of the most adorable queen. And she changed her own name, bro? This bitch just be cheating, bro. She just doing all this shit. Why'd she do that?
What is going on?
Well, you never seen a bad bitch
I've
before?
heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us.
That's true.
Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing.
Aren't you, like, the worldwide famous adventurer who wrote all the Teyvat travel guides? If anything, you would be the most known.
So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Also, did we see that title on screen, like, literally? Because she said, what's going on?
It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a dodo but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
Look at that
How does it
fuck-ass
feel to
hat.
finally meet me?
5 years in the coming.
You look like...
Yeah, you look just like Lee. You look so young. Nah, you look just like Lee.
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy.
Look just like your daughter.
Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
She's a nightmare on wheels.
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
Yeah, first time we've seen her in person. We've
see.
known her for 5 years.
Madam Mage, that was,
Madam Mage. Huh?
quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime
God, her
soon.
hat looks so ass. Like the fuck-ass
Okay,
feather.
Lauma,
Fucks
don't
me.
force it.
The
Paimon
fake
will
hat
do
is
the
funny.
honors.
But the
This is Alice from the Hexen Circle.
The plume.
She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too.
The same hair color plume is crazy, by the way. Like, at least make it a different color. Because it looks like just her hair just goes up and then she like styled it like that.
That's right. She's a good person. Just kind of unpredictable.
Is she a good person? I don't really know about that. I don't know if anyone in the Hexen Circles are a good person.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nod-Krai's present situation.
Oh,
In other
first time
words,
Nod-Krai?
I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Nice, no recap.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
Yeah, foreign.
You'll get used to it.
Might be foreign to
Paimon
that.
sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nod-Krai, Alice?
True, what are you doing here?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss.
She might actually be. They're clearing it for laps, bro. Wait till we get to like 5.4 or 5.3, bro. We have to actually fight Alice, bro.
And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
Formal request for Jean to put you in solitary, just like your daughter.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
That's true, you want Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
Because we ain't got much to do. I guess we do have something to
For
do. Find a
funsies,
god.
of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
Busy lady. Anytime we've activated like lanterns or Dodocos or opened the book, she instantly responds. So she doesn't seem like she has too much time preoccupied her.
You're quite right. I'm here in Nod-Krai because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle.
Look at that.
It concerns the 3 moons, Teyvat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
That's true. Can't you guys already see the end of the fate of whatever happened in this story, though? So that's not too interesting. Unless Colombina is outside the realm of the Star of Fate, so that you can't track her, but you should be able to track someone like Lauma and whatnot to like see how the story ends.
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea?
Shit, you gonna help us find her?
My main reason for
Good
coming on this
transition.
trip to Teyvat was, of course, to have some fun.
To Teyvat.
But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely maintaining the stability of Teyvat's borders.
The main reason for coming on this trip to Teyvat. Interesting. So she was outside Teyvat? Maintain Teyvat's borders. People always say she's like an alien or she's from outside Teyvat. I think she's from Teyvat, but she's left the planet before. And that's why she has so much knowledge outside. I don't think she's like a skark from like outside the planet.
I'll skip over the complicated parts, but
She
to
might
sum
be.
it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Teyvat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through.
That's all that lies?
And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Phantoms. We've seen that shit all over them
No wonder
before.
they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No. There is another far greater factor at play.
And what was that?
The trilunar syzygy.
A
Moons?
trilunar
The 3 moons.
syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Teyvat,
Okay.
it was the then
Massive
3
lore.
moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
So the Heavenly Principles did rewrite the laws of this world, and we knew that. That's with their 4 shades.
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nod-Krai. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame.
Now, why
And
are they
it's
on
having
planet?
a noticeable effect on Teyvat's borders.
Interesting. So the moon, the original 3 gods who kept law and order in this world, who should not be back in this world, are back in this world, essentially. Or at least their powers are. Now, why is that? Well, we'll find out. But also, what are you concerned about the borders? Yeah, when did you become the sustainer of the borders? Is that a self-inflicted title?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
No, not really.
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Yeah, that sounds like another reason. But why are you the sustainer of the borders? And why to that? Sorry, I mean, that's like she said, the outside the walls are surrounded by abyssal energy. Does that mean the rest of the galaxy or solar system is destroyed by the abyss?
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R.
Cleaning up after Ryan Downer? If she fucked
Albedo
up the
can tell
world?
you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
To send the moon goddess back to her home.
I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Our book reader.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
The psychic or
so
mind
you
blaster.
remember.
Yeah, we fucking heard her voice in Fontaine and at the end of Sumeru. Were we not gonna say that?
Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What's that?
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
Huh. Faded out of reality? Once long ago, the damsel who lived in a... Okay. I was gonna read that, but fuck you. Put some shoes
My
on.
body is so heavy.
You think disappearing would be lighter than heavy?
It's my mind that's heavy.
There you go.
My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too?
This place never really had moonlight, sunlight. It's always twilight. Overcast, really.
The day has come at last.
Bitch straight up hit phantom mode. Ran out of juice. Flashlight mode.
Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me?
You fade
Will
away.
I return to the moon after I disappear? Or
Oh hell no, you're being faded into like the ozone layer of the world.
I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade.
All senses disappear.
I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
This might be your last chance.
Come on, come on!
I saw an apparition of the moon goddess. We could get lines like that.
Wait for me!
Oh, I can't see her at all. Never mind.
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
You're not carrying a damn thing.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
Bro, we have to play Ghost Columbina. And she floating, bro. We straight ghost mode. We Danny Phantom in this bitch.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
What else would you fill a balloon with?
Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
What else would you fill them with, actually? Water?
Think fast.
She filled it with water, okay.
Rita!
And she done blasted her ass
Kissing
with
an
that.
acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
And she done blasted her ass with water.
Take this!
Huh?
No, Colombina don't get the concept of people having fun.
All right, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task.
Lauma.
We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Yeah.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
We beating each other with these damn water
you
balloons.
menace. Then, think fast!
Oh my
Is
God.
pumping
Blast
a
it.
balloon full of water really so much fun?
No, but hitting your friend with one is. That's for sure. Ooh, I'm a ghost. Yeah, the kids learning about stories and whatnot. Can't believe it. We get a preview of playable Colombina.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost
Not a
Moon
meal. Isn't it the
Scions.
candy? That's not really a meal.
How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
Trade then, dickhead.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
There you go.
They're sharing food?
Yeah, that's what
I've
people
never
do.
shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family.
Family. Where's Vin Diesel when you need him? You think she would have saw more of this stuff? I mean, I know she was locked away in the Fatui and whatnot, but
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around.
I guess that's what it is, that no one ever acted like that, even in the Fatui.
It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
Maybe we won't.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Teyvat.
How does that
They
work?
lost the whole foundation for their existence.
Literally blew up their moons.
That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
How does that work? How do they change the fundamental principles of this world by one of the fucking sovereign progenitors of the world? How was that possible? Please explain what the fuck they did to this world.
To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history.
Interesting, so they pissed off the heavenly principles and they said, fuck
Theoretically,
you.
speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want.
How does that work?
Anywho,
How are you
the
able to
moon
bypass
arrow
those
energies
either?
were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna come out and probably say, then maybe everyone's theories were probably right then. She probably isn't from Teyvat, or she isn't, like, adherent to Irminsul like we are, also, so that she doesn't give a fuck, so she can say whatever she wants. Which is why we can read the books and do all that bullshit without any worry.
Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
She did address Skirk and said, listen, bitch,
Ugh,
you're not gonna
what
fuck
a
up this world.
headache.
Probably because Skirk could do
this
it
was
too,
all
because she's
common
not from Teyvat.
knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture.
Oh, this is all common knowledge. I can't wait for our great lore drop character, ALice, to just feed us all the lore possible.
Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence.
How's that
The
happen?
reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette.
Trapped
And she was
woman.
worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
When we revealed that she wasn't the true moon goddess?
Strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be.
Interesting. So you could maintain life by simply believing in someone onto that? Are the Frostmoon Scions' belief that she was the false god, or that she was their god, the false belief that they're worshipping the direct moon and not a false one, is what kept her sustained? And the Fatui the same thing, or believing her as the Damselette? What a bizarre way. How do the rules work into that? This is actually way more interesting. Seeing how, like, belief is all method for keeping you on planet or keeping you in power. We've seen it before in other types of media. I think of tyranny or words of power, where the edicts and maledictions were powered by belief. And if you believed in someone hard enough, if you got enough people that believed in you as a god, you eventually got the power of godhood. And whatever their belief was. Suppose there's like a general of one of the armies, and everyone believed that him being there was a protection, and that's what they got whenever he was around, and they believed in him, they gained strength and protection. And that he just rose to godhood via the group consensus, which kinda coincides with Inazuma, where what does Jaimika tell us? She said the hopes of all the people is what gives us the power to fight. Raiden Shogun, it was carrying their hopes. So it's not like it's not seen. Same thing in Atlan. No, quite literally, the hopes of all the people were forged into the scroll, which allowed us to achieve a breakthrough. So it's got precedent in the game since the beginning. Power of friendship type beat, but it's there. Good to see it though. I like it. Consistent storytelling.
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world.
Better than all the other Hex and
Now,
Circle friends.
if you wish to find your
Do you have
moon
heart
goddess, there are
gloves
two problems
on
we
her
need to
palm?
solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
And then how do we send her back to the moon?
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
Probably.
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Oh, here we go.
Her name?
So another thing, names have power. It's the same reason we never reveal our name, our actual true name of Aether and Lumine. There's a whole thing about that. That was an old thing, like way back in the game. What has to do with demon names? Well, you call it demon by its actual name, or show it reverse, what is it? It gets fucking sent back to hell.
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence.
Also, another thing we saw in Notland with the ancient names and how they guide your fate and tie you on to what's going to happen to you and your fate and how you achieve it. When you are inheritor of ancient names. She doesn't know her actual name. What is her actual name?
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with.
So we need something to
Neither
anchor her.
Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
That was her actual name.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
No, this is the first step.
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power.
Shit, Skirk did it.
Given her current
Well, she
condition,
was sent in.
she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Expert in what field? Piercing the
Means
veil?
Anne is going to help
Or
us out too?
moon Skuvaki?
That means we've got 2 Hexencircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Yeah, because they're setting up the damn end game. These bitches
Actually,
haven't been
this is
seen
more
for
of a
5 years.
side quest for me.
Yeah, okay.
Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon.
What does that mean? If that's bored. Where are you stationed? Are you in space, like above the planet? Did you see when Skirk pierced through and Sir Logi from across the galaxy opened the pathway using nothing but just his ability?
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future.
Also, I love how a side quest for her is nonchalantly spitting in the Heavenly Principal's face and reinstating and keeping alive one of the original gods of the world, original god creations of the world, and sustaining Hoarder.
Anyway,
Not
jokes
bad.
aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till moon prayer night.
This bitch out here fucking got
I
all to
suppose I might
herself.
as well tell you where
Oh.
Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes. And a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
Why is she so animated?
What?
Nicole goes into your head. Don't you
I
remember
wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
how he's
You
doing? He's
really are
human now.
super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
How old are you again?
Clay didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Clay's a little angel. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
She's a nightmare entity.
Yeah. She didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
It'll be gone in like 2 hours.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
Also a
That's
nightmare.
a long story. Come on. We'll fill you in as we go.
Not the type you want to have around, Lava, I can tell you that much. Probably destroy the whole sanctuary when she showed up. And meanwhile, in Colombina, fucking Phantom Land.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Doesn't look that old, to be honest.
Are they quarreling?
Now they're just old.
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free reign in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair! You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before moon prayer night.
Looks like
I'll
this
bet you
dude's the
sent all the
father of the
materials to your
Golden
little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly.
That's just how Russians
And
speak to each other.
again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Yeah,
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
yeah, your first-hand experience is one of those.
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
You do that anyways. Or you're just very condescending with it. Which is in its own way very funny. Look at her glide though. She's been just 90% legs. Badass.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for moon prayer night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The
Proposal.
surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some moon prayer night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh,
How did you not feel that entire person's presence right behind you?
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
She just walked up, got some candy.
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
Someone probably can see her. There's gonna be like some, or it might be Alice actually.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Varka paying the Fatui a visit. I'm sure they'll be very reasonable with the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Damn, bro, passed straight through, bro. Straight ghost mode. Everything is so much more, like, very much animated. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say there, bro. Just butchered all my words there. Everything is very lively in how it's animated. More fluid.
Columbina?
Fuck is this like? Shit, bro. Wind blowing ass. We serious right now? Dead ass.
Traveler?
She's here. I sensed it.
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
I don't know what to describe that scene. That's why I've seen it in movies and fucking anime shit where the wind blows and the characters look at each other. I don't know what you call it, but cool they put that there. Maybe it's not so bad. Holy shit. On the fucking arc. Anyways. Oh, 1100. I'm not walking there. Fuck out of here, bro. There's a Frost Move Enclave. There was a checkpoint I could have teleported to that was right there. Nice. Now we get to meet the second Hexen Circle member, Nicole. When are we gonna be Mona's master with her fuck ass like bowl haircut? I wonder if she's actually gonna be old or young, because she has like the fucking big old blue hat. How did Mona actually get recruited to by
Where are they going?
Barbala?
They mentioned a mage and...
Have they explained that?
A name?
Has she actually joined?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Yeah, shouldn't she be really cool?
Not really.
No? Okay.
We've never met, though she has come up in conversation.
We'll deal with Alice, I guess.
From what I've gathered, Alice kind of took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion. That kind of thing.
Taught her how to speak, actually.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
She's a woman of many talents.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly,
she's a main character.
Being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Both?
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf!
Take the compliment,
I wouldn't
bitch.
dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Because Paimon an interesting person.
Sure. Anyway, since none of us
there's no one else
have
selecting
ever met
Paimon.
Nicole, how are we supposed to find her?
But she
We
enters
can't
your
just go
mind.
up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
They're all from Mondstadt, though.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Yeah, what are we getting that idea?
Oh, true.
I mean, each mage has their own cup, right?
That would be this young lady, then?
Yeah, the one standing right there, all you dickheads are trying to talk about. Split hair, whatever the fuck that is. Butterfly?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Yep, that's me.
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Have we got the wrong person? Sorry.
No, she means did you never mention Varka in her life?
Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, ALice hasn't mentioned you before.
How bizarre, because she doesn't have a voice, or she doesn't speak, so it pops up like that. The text boxes.
Where is this voice coming from?
Your head.
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you.
Now I want to know why. Is it because... I don't know. Well, let's find out. We don't know what she is.
It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
It's the third time she's talking to her
It's
head.
fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that ALice never speaks about me. I mean...
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before.
Yes.
But it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
Yeah. And she can do that voice communication from anywhere. She was able to contact us from Sumeru and Fontaine, which is bizarre in a sense. Especially Sumeru, because she just reached out to us when the face broke, and then we changed the timeline and it broke again. She's like, you can't change fate, dickhead. The things will always happen. That's like, oh, okay.
It's really you!
Can't change the outcome of the play, it's just the characters that cause it.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate.
Funny as fuck. You're gonna animate her mouth moving. Easiest character to sync up voice
Now
lines.
then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Nicole. The unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, and the orator, at the instant they utter a word, etc., etc. In summary, to remain silent is to be an observer of the world. Holy hell, bro. We got all sorts of characters. So she's the right, she's the literary, she's right, she's the one with all the stories. She doesn't actually write any, but she knows all of them. She's an angel, huh? Is she actually like a literal angel? And if she is, does that mean why angels can't speak? Can like angels in Teyvat can't speak anymore? Sealies? Yeah, Sealies are angels, or angels are whatever.
No, stop! ALice! I can't believe it!
Are those real?
I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans.
Alright, cute alpha girl. But those title cards that pop up are real then. Because Lauma said, what was that? Like, what is going on when that popped up? And ALice modified it. Now hers is different and she changed it. I don't think people are like, oh, it's a fourth wall. Was just in the camera was a fourth wall, right? But I think those are like actual. The Fatui ones obviously aren't. But I feel like theirs is like actual magical cards that pop up. That's funny as fuck, actually.
I'm so sorry about that. ALice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle.
Oh, so it is real.
I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
They have introduction
This
magic.
is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Badass, bro.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Not nice.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady?
Oh!
But
she can't hear.
Will
Weird.
you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
This got no sense. That's actually very interesting. Columbina is faded enough to where even Nicole, an angel, can't mind communicate with her. She really isn't there. Like, it's not even like some people can detect her. So she just straight up is pulled off the world. Invisible. I wonder who we were able to censor though, so I wonder if ALice would be able to censor. Seems like you probably need an extraordinary sense beyond what these motherfuckers have to be able to get to her. Or censor. Among the word, yeah, angel. Wow, the game just nailed what I said. Yeah, angel. Are you like actually an angel?
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power.
Interesting. So that means you never fell in love? Or were you
The
not
Traveler
just
and
cursed?
Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Yep, we met her. We reawoken her.
Paimon remembers her.
Yeah, we never saw her in person. But we injected her with power via the dragons. Set up a system to reawaken her.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics.
You're not bound to humans.
Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That was the Lord of the Night's thing. She said angels were tasked with protecting humanity or being their guides or whatever the fuck. She just said she doesn't have maintained more of my power than her, which means she's strong as shit. What? Retained more of her power. The Lord of the Night was able to reform all of Natlan. Like the entire fucking continent. It wasn't just her, but like used most of her power to reform the entire ley lines. And you have more power. How strong are you? Besides that, yeah, she's probably not bound to any nation or human. So she has no like guide to humanity, which is why she probably maintained her form and body. Or she rejected her orders, broke free, and broke her duty. We'll find out.
That's right.
I wonder what it'd be.
Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame.
The white people.
You
look Hyperborean.
Blank looks.
Blonde
maybe
hair,
I should
blue
start
eyes.
with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an
Please
issue.
do.
I'll
None
fill
of
in
this
the
stuff is
gaps for you
explained.
when we have more time.
Okay.
Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky.
Was the false sky there
The
before the war?
Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and
that's how they
creations
look.
bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order.
Oh, come on, bro. Why make them actual Hyperboreans? Make them all blonde hair, blue eyes, bro. Just do it. It's funny as fuck if you do it like that. Change that symbol there to their eye color and all of them be blonde, bro.
Even after the War of Funerary Flame,
She chasing the
they
fucking
sought
animals.
to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
Oh, they probably got
But
blown up
all
for that
three
one.
had passed away by that point.
All but one.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Bodied.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It's like the fate of every
It
nation in
is.
this goddamn planet.
Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
The angels
Just
dead.
a second,
moon goddess
I gotta
dead.
ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Whoa, you lore skipper.
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside
Okay,
someone's
I guess
head.
we don't need to learn about
As
the
soon as I
fucking...
got started, I lost
Why did I destroy
control
this
and
world?
words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside
That's
world.
true. How the fuck they manage that?
Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so So, they built some kind of portal?
Isn't that what the jade fucking whatever the fuck in the mountains of Liwa is? It said it was used to talk to the gods in the sky until the gods stopped communicating. Like the giant jade, whatever the fuck. Same type of structure. Older civilization. Try to communicate with gods. Probably the moon gods.
Oh.
Ooh, I wonder if we're gonna see that with the horse girl.
Yes. A portal. Yes.
Oh, so that's what they built, is just a portal.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
Hyperboreans built a portal.
Please, it's fine.
That's true.
This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Please visit the silence.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first.
Yeah, he does not give a
The
shit.
Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right?
Keep this track.
So
keep
we
this story
somehow need to
on
find
track.
whatever structure
Cut
they
the blood
built
out.
and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up.
Mark could be like
Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now.
Well, fuck.
That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed?
How the fuck are we doing that?
Travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time.
Are you using the phantoms because they're coming from a different timeline as a reference point to like pinpoint a time and pull through there? Because if they're coming from like we're in 2025 and they're coming from like 1999, because they're coming from 1999, that means 1999 is leaking into our world, so we should be able to open up a subspace into 1999.
We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together at...
Slip space travel. Or subspace travel. Wormhole, actually.
You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yes, you're literally explaining fucking time travel and folding space. What? You know what? She said she's stronger than the fucking angel who recreated all of Notland, so maybe folding time and space isn't exactly a big feat for her.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, got it.
Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria,
Ooh, she got
I'll
Escoffier
let you
type
know and we'll
leggings.
regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and
Bruh.
make it to the Hyperborean structure.
For her just walking around in the foreground and background, just doing shit because she can't hear half the conversation. It's great.
If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for moon
It just adds an
pair night,
extra depth to
and we
the
can
what we're
send the
seeing.
moon goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
Kind of.
I think so.
Not really.
For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Let's find the phantoms, fold space time to
Yes.
be able to view a past
Basically,
a past form.
yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon goddess's name.
Perfect.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Man, you head ass. How did you not figure that out?
Miss...
Lauma.
Go on, Miss Nicole.
Okay, you can just call it. She asked for your name, but whatever.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
Lauma. I guess she
I
rolls
am
her hair.
Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
She twirls her hair, but her hair's not down. To twirl.
I did wonder. I noticed that
Give
you
her
listened
curls.
very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history.
Please come to the Scions.
If
and
you'd
tell
be
them.
interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps
Yep.
even prayers.
Yep, to bypass the fucking rules. Interesting. So even Hyperborea's lore is forbidden? This is crazy. That we're at the point we're talking to characters who are actively able to oppose the heavenly principles directly. And they have to be cautionary about allowing others to see and hear the information because you can just straight fucking kill them. But it's interesting that I wonder if it's because she isn't verbally stating it, all the stuff she's stating. Oh my good, is that how she's bypassing it with all that knowledge? That the stories can't be stated or written down, but because she doesn't speak, she's able to communicate through the mind, she's able to transfer knowledge in a way that technically doesn't break the rules. That'd actually be funny as fuck if that's why she can't speak. I wonder if that's what it is. That she's bypassing the literal laws by inserting the information directly into your mind without ever speaking or writing it down. Because that's the rule, that this knowledge is forbidden to be spoken or learned about in that way. I wonder if that's going to be it. This is very nice. I like this.
Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
I love my favorite lore.
She seems friendly. It's just...
My favorite lore is stuff like this, where it's the heavenly principles and character interactions within that framework in ancient civilization. This is my favorite type of lore, where we get to see how the laws of this planet actually work, and we see characters breaking them and bending the rules. That's why I really like Sumeru. When we got to see about how Irminsul worked and how the Traveler and Wanderer Scaramouche's story, how the rules really work. These characters are fun to see.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
Okay. Her mind just like Sweet Lolly when she connected with them.
Now Paimon gets why ALice told us to mind our heads.
Now we can hear her thoughts.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
True. Well, she's trying to open portals.
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors.
Doesn't mean it's correct.
But many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
Fatui might have something too. Oh boy. And she gets to verify with someone who's alive during that time.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Teyvat, huh?
Not only someone who's alive from this time, and not just like someone who's, it's not just someone who's alive from that time. Someone who's alive from that time and was probably there and is actively keeping a record of that history. Like a literal historian from the time. The perfect person to talk to about this event. So not just someone who's like, oh, alive, like fucking Zongo. Or not someone who was just there, like technically Columbina herself. Straight up someone keeping records.
In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Found the
Sounds like a plan.
Person.
Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
My child.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
We have no clue where he is.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
No problem,
I
soldier
should
boy.
follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
How? Oh, goodness. Oh, so we go to the Frost Moon Enclave. We get to do 2 split story things? Sounds good to me. This part is only 2 quests, so we'll just keep it in one go. We did the first half, so let's just finish out the second.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
Hmm?
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Of course there is.
Yes.
First-hand accounts.
Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable.
Paimon, you can be the unreliable.
There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
There you go.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through.
Bro, Columbina be like, what the fuck is this shit? Clear and concise with the limit to describe the writing style of these historical records. But you could really describe them as terse and dry. Since Lauma already knows the material at the back of her hand, the quest is to find new information in these texts gets tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real
Almost
name.
all.
Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records
she called
is
Columbina
that the
here?
Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god,
The god Kutar.
placing impossible expectations upon her.
That's how that goes. But who called her Columbina that you have records of? Unless it's modern records of her when she went to the Fatui.
I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lauma speaks the truth.
Alright.
When I heard them
Never
call
wanted to be a
upon
god.
Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Interesting. Never took the title as god, never became one. I wonder if she had accepted that title, would she have been stronger and had a more strong, stable connection? What criteria did you actually use?
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do.
You sure?
That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
How do people always say shit like that? I sense some changes, bro. What does that even mean?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Give me a moment to find this bullshit.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi.
Oh, we know the island, these islands are literally moon fragments that fell out of the sky, so... At least we know that's not true.
Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test.
Fucking ripped the top of
Three
it.
moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
It's not exactly wrong, but one moon has shown for you, but the other ones were just blown the fuck up. So we hear something like this in Notblood.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy.
That sounds right, but
Clearly,
the interpretation's
whoever
a
wrote
bit
this
wrong.
text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
Or her gaze,
What
not
about you,
literally.
Traveler? What are you reading?
A bunch of bullshit. That's what it seems like we're reading.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees.
How young was this kid?
Tar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forward the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
That might be real.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moon-Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
If it's true, it gives up a lonely-ass feeling.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. And so, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's the life of a god. The life of a goddess.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Yeah, you didn't use your power.
Still no name.
Use it or lose it. Looks like
That's
you
a bit
lost
of a
it.
shame.
Actually, literally. I mean,
But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something.
does it? Really? I guess we can share them during Moonbar night to, like, bolster her livelihood, get people talking about the moon goddess's time. It could work. It won't give her much, but, you know. An hour might be enough for us to open a portal and send her ass off.
Let's
If
see.
anything.
There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too.
No, talk about coincidences, bro. How was your chat with ALice? How was your chat with the Fatui?
Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
So the homunculus and abyssal kid.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
They wouldn't even talk to me.
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Nothing we didn't already know.
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
If anything, at least Varka could talk to them. Like, it would be like, I'm here to ask some questions. And it's like, oh, who are you? The Narca. Grand Master, that's Epiphanius. Oh, okay, yeah, we know who you are.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for ALice?
Yes.
Oh, no,
How did you know?
we already met with her.
Oh, okay. No, Albedo would be saying that.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
The Dudico, huh?
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Teyvat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front.
How's that work?
She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Dudico communicator.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Yeah.
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Who's that?
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
Now, what are you doing here?
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
What? Now I wonder. Oh, I named him Kazuki.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nod-Krai.
Right, I'm like, what is he doing here? But he brought Durin out of the world. Like, literally. He smuggled him out and kept him with him, so. In essence, he's kind of like his brother.
Hat guy?
Yeah, are we really gonna run this joke?
Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
It's a stupid name.
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat guy.
Really? You can't just call yourself Wanderer or something funny? Or decent? But interesting that he's here. And he's helping with the research on the border of Teyvat. That's weird. I wonder why. I mean, I know he's done a bunch of shit. He like touched Urban Soul, erased himself from the fucking timeline. So. And then regained his memories. So he is pretty special in that regard. But I wonder what he and he was well aware of the false sky. He's with the Fatui. So he's got a lot of...
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here.
Oh. We should have Nod-Krai together. So he's been here for a while. What's he been doing then?
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Now, what's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
We know him. Nigga knocked us out. Now, what's he want to look into the Doctor? Well, the Doctor kind of fucked him over
From
the
the
entire
tone of
experiment
your
and
voice,
helped him out in Sumero.
It sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
And he beat to death a student? That was the Doctor? Yes, it was the Doctor. Also in the fucking Sumero jungle where he ran other experiments.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Really?
Last we heard,
That's what he goes
was
for?
planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nod-Krai. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet two of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
All right. Let's head out. But interesting. Wonder how this is going to play out. Since he's not exactly... Well, he shouldn't be remembered by them. You here for revenge, bro? You could have killed the Doctor?
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with
I can't believe it. You brought Kale also?
Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
Ain't no way the fucking Dendro Archon sent you on an assassination mission, nigga. That can't be crazy. Also, Columbina, can she recognize you? Or is she urban soul tied?
What's the hurry?
She's already rejected by the world, so I wonder.
Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Nice. That's actually crazy, referring to her as a pigeon. With her fucking moth bird motif. She's sitting on the table?
You made it. Who is this?
Nice.
a scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Who's immune to actually know
Wait,
he's...
This is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
Looks like he can zoom in.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nod-Krai to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Marka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long.
True, yeah.
Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
Like, oh, yeah, it's like, wow, Varka, you did pretty good. Varka, like, he plays up from laughs and gas, but, like, when it comes down to shit like this, he's still the Grand Master. He is, like, a serious character that has serious ties, and, like, is the leader.
you flatter me.
Like, he has, like, we might not know, but he's got whole operations running. Like, he's got stuff up his sleeve that we don't know about. He's not just bumbling around.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
If they have any value to him.
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people.
Oh, thank you.
Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to,
have a walk in the back.
But unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Moonhat.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
Honest.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
She didn't give a fuck.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
No.
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nod-Krai is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 Harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Yeah, but does he not have his clones
Common
out? Sure, he
sense
killed a
might
lot
mean
of them.
nothing to
Doesn't mean he
him,
hasn't
but
made more.
he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
He's probably got
Wouldn't
clones.
put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears.
ADHD.
The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done. Whatever it takes.
Obsessive.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
You got your ass kicked every time.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
What else?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Sounds like you, bro.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. A waste of time? The nerve!
So I guess he's punking her face.
He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Yep. I'm suspicious of me. I'm at this hunt.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
I got my job to hunt.
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Why, you suspect this to happen?
We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
You call her the damselette, but what did she actually do with the Fatui? That's where she lost like 90% of her power.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that.
You were.
That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
That's Androne. Has she been dispatched to claim a gnosis? I mean, we've seen all the gnosis get claimed. Mondstadt was Signora. Inazuma was Signora. Levi was child and Signora. Fontaine, or Sumeru was the doctor. And Scaramouche. Or was it just the doctor? I guess the doctor was Scaramouche. Oh, my neck. Fontaine was the knave. Or the keynote. Notlin was the captain. And obviously the seventh one, why would you send out to get your own gnosis?
I always thought that was weird.
We still don't have
What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kuvaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her.
Interesting.
But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing.
Lovely.
The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice.
Who said that?
It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
That's why everyone didn't trust her.
I imagine
That's
she
why all the
stopped
dialogue.
caring.
That's why Child's like, I
She no
don't trust
longer
him.
seemed to care why she had been recruited. And Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden.
Until she was actually used?
For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that...
What does always
that
have
she
you
had
doing?
long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed. when she wasn't?
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually.
Well, it did.
And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And you did.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it.
What did you do? Yeah.
I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Wonder who that was. Oh, okay. It was probably Wanderer. Interesting. She's able to remember
But you've
that.
done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What the fuck was her job, bro? What did she actually do? He also says she makes useless contraptions.
What is it? Something come to mind?
I was more eager to learn her name. Now I want to know what the Fatui are doing. What each one of your jobs are and what do you all do. But well, I'll never learn that information. Shout her name from the... Okay, what the fuck is up with that, bro?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
That's true, I
Well,
guess.
good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name.
Yeah, you do shout
I'm
it
just
a lot.
so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
I was like, you didn't add anything about fucking work life culture there. Yeah, a Sealy.
It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Oh, so yeah, she's Angel Sealy.
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Isn't this facility under your care? Didn't you build it? Who built it? To be honest. We know the Fatui built it, but whose direction was it built under? Was it a director, whatever the Tsaritsa?
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Look around the roof, you can see the dudes in the back there. And they'll read another quest. Oh, Durin. What the fuck we with this nigga?
Here you are.
All of Hyperborea seems to be fucking coming into the view.
Oh, that guy.
But
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine.
Swimming.
Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Ancient civilizations?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results were the same each time.
Need Nicole's help.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
What are you looking for, then?
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked?
Yes.
And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
Also, yes.
That's just meaningless speculation.
Nice.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However,
it's music.
We could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
It's gonna be Hyperborean music,
The
I can
events of
tell.
the past are like fate that has been written into Irmin's soul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible.
Interesting.
I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
She's asking you
But
to
you
change
also
fate.
said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, Think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Nice. Only comes from a person who had to change their life themselves.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Bend time and space.
And I suspect that's something only you are capable of.
Why is that?
Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
By the Abyss.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside.
This is very interesting. I thought it was going to be just the trailer was like, oh, happy-go-lucky quest. We're actually seeing
if I can use my
positive
abyssal
influence
powers to
abyssal
warn him
power.
that there's danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
We're actually getting a glimpse not
the
only on the
important thing
rules
is
of
not the
Teyvat,
nature of the power,
but how the
but rather how
abyss
you
can
use
bend
it.
it too.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
This is great.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
I thought it was just going to be like a simple quest. This is like nuclear level lore quest.
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
What actually does he like do?
I hear someone inside. Spargata? Are you in there?
The Rookie is a part of the best effective world in which fantasy created. Blah, 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 blah.
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
I can get out of here. I was not expecting this level of like lore intricacy.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
No, the outcome's gonna be the same. He's still gonna die. But
Don't
how
celebrate too
and when
soon.
is different.
Follow him. See what he does next.
You can't change fate. Oh, maybe we can. Maybe with abyssal power.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We gotta seal off the
Help me!
Yeah, not the one on the right. We need to mark the one on the
Monsters
left.
approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to
There you go.
hide.
That.
No! There's monsters ahead!
Should I seal him in?
Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now?
I like this song. This song is real nice. I hope this isn't Hyperborea.
The barrier's gone too. How odd.
I have all these characters. Albedo,
I guess I'll
that
keep going.
guy. I might have to get Durin just for the fucking sake of
Quickly,
having Durin.
let's keep up.
Just to have the trio, the fate benders, to discover the truth of the world, to change one's fate, and one who was born
Wait,
from the breaking of the rules.
Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere.
Anti-monster traps.
But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
The abyssal can also affect explosive barrels, causing explosion and obstacles and damage. However, the explosion causes damage to human being.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow.
Ordained of it.
Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead.
Yeah, these Hyperborean hats are so fucking funny, bro. Like, when we actually see characters that have these.
So many monsters!
Considering how this is, we're going to be seeing... Look, we're actually seeing Hyperboreans how they looked. We usually don't see that. Like, old civilizations, like, we don't get to see at all. Well, like, kind of. We get to see what, like, the old-ass Erakomians looked like. We saw, like, kind of saw phantoms, like, 1 or 2. The old civilization, Ochkanatlan, no, we only saw, like, 1 dragon and a couple of shades of them. But, like, they don't interact with us, really, besides the literal dragon we talk to, or our friend talks to. We never get to see him physically. The last dragon. So seeing Hyperboreans makes me wonder. Seeing Remeria, we see 1 person. Seeing like a lot of their phantoms makes me wonder if we're actually going to interact with either like a ton of their phantoms in the storyline.
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
No! Help me!
Was I actually too slow? Oh, yeah, actually I was. Like, cool song. I did like it. This one's gotta hit first. I hit. I think we got him.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before.
No shit, bro. You just altered fate.
We might just be able to save this person.
No. Yes. I don't know. Maybe.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
What was happening?
Okay.
Well, obviously the abyssal.
Thank you.
The sun blacked out and the abyss fucking destroyed
If I
everything.
do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
I nigga blanket, but he looked kind of dead, huh?
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
Wait for another chance, huh?
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all.
Dun, 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 dun.
Spargana, are you there?
Listen, we gotta die here and I gotta fucking do it again.
Hello, I'm looking for...
Looking for what? Everything here belongs to me. Get 'em, boys!
Bruh. Really?
Why?
Nigga gets
How will I
killed
know
to
where
death
Spargana's
by
gone
fucking
like this?
people out there. Niggas looting shit.
You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all.
What? What's this? Hey! Let us out!
Spargana, are you there?
Long ass segment, bro.
Leave it to me!
The black wings of fate. We call it the blackening. Yeah, fuck them dudes.
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books.
Shit, no, you don't get unique books.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Well, she got ripped apart by monsters and her backpack came off, bro, but hey, that's just me.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
Long ass segment, bro, that this shit. 2 hours, Jesus. Can't believe it. Durin's gonna save this man from dying to death.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Jesus.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues?
You don't need the clues.
I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate.
That's what we always do.
Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Actually, what is going on, bro?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But You were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you?
No.
It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe
How
it
is
doesn't
this
matter
working?
how
This
hard I
is
search.
insane. Actually able to alter fate.
How long do I have left?
He's able to talk to him.
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, bro. Able to talk to people from a different timeline in the future, 500 years in the future, who
Thank
are
you for all
actively
your
trying
help.
to alter his
Let's
fate.
rest a while. You look exhausted too.
This guy,
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
this kind of puts in perspective
It's
like
not pity.
the entirety of how the storyline timeline works into
Realizing
that.
that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know?
They are absolutely going for fucking time travel with the. He's gonna join us in.
You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills where people
We
enjoy
literally
limitless
pulled this
freedom?
dude out of his timeline to
And
sit
you're
with
from
us.
Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
They don't exist yet.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
It's an ancient civilization that's destroyed.
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
The hell is Delphi Pytho?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvindaknir?
That's
I
Dragon's
have
Spine.
seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
It got destroyed too.
I see.
The unified civilization.
Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
The world isn't destroyed.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Civilization continues, brother. That's basically what
Sumeru
I'm
is a
saying.
lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew.
This guy's gonna have knowledge that's beyond.
I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
This brings into perspective fucking Vendofear. And being the visionary, hearing voices in his head. We have shit like this where we have literal timelines ahead, being able to contact the past. And it makes you wonder with those who can see the future with scrying and whatnot. Obviously, all of fate is tied in, but literally being able to view and alter to be able to speak into the timeline. It's kind of like what N does. Nicole, how she was able to talk to us in Sumeru and whatnot. Obviously, that wasn't from the past. That was during the current moment. It's the exact equivalent of what we're doing here. Being able to view the past and interact with it to gain knowledge. when I saw that our sister was going to use the Luma Fate, I thought that's always going to be for time travel. You know, like hop in, replace Conria through the timeline. I didn't think we were going to actually get other characters like this in Nod-Krai actually using folding space and time travel to interact with the past to gain knowledge. Now, why ALice is teaching Albedo and Durin that, because she obviously didn't know that Scaramouche or Wanderer was going to be here. And we know that we don't know what Durin's task is. He says, I must complete my task, whatever that means. And we know that Albedo's task is to discover the truth of this world. And now they know they have the abyssal powers able to interact with the past or alter enough, fate enough to glean something from it without changing it. I don't know. This might be like top 10 most impactful lore quest, and it's a fucking save Columbina quest.
That's true.
This kind of changes the entire dynamic of like the game.
Let's part ways.
Almost entirely.
Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard.
Bro, she's dead, bro. Looks like you are.
May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
Yep.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too.
I tried to erase it.
Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right?
Goodbye with a smile.
I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me.
Both created beings. All three of you are created beings.
You're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you.
True. Like, yeah, he literally took him out of something like. Also, I just don't know why that didn't click in my head. All three of these people are creative beings. A homunculus, and a fucking puppet created through ancient technique. Not one of these people is a human. We're all created by a higher being, in a sense, for one purpose or another. One created to take, like, the flame form, but denied his purpose because he was too lifelike. One created to discover the truth of the world and continue on. And one created just because he wanted life and was given the opportunity.
Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I wonder if he
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam.
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I wonder who's gonna tell him.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
Okay, we're actually gonna get his lore. Where the fuck, writing Shogun? But I was a puppet. I was a puppet Simulanka from the branches of a white tree, like Irminsul, or the dead branches of Irminsul, like what the Conrian, what the Abyss Mages carry. Those are ley line branches, aren't they? So I was a puppet. Weird they're using Simulanka for build. What's that mean? I was a puppet Simulanka for the branches of the white tree. I don't understand that. But I was a puppet built from the right using tech. So he is Conrian. So Raiden Shogun used Conrian tech to build him.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yeah, an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure.
That's not true. He didn't have a human creator. She's a Raikagi, what the fuck they're called. And she's a thunder god. He had a god creator.
After that,
that was a harbinger for the Fatui.
Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
Alright, break time's over.
I was not expected to get their, like, fucking profound lore as a quest.
Hello? Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
What's that mean?
ALice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you.
But for what reason?
I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
This is setting up something. I don't even know. Because the moon is closer and the lines are bleeding through.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, that's I put us right to the quest, though. Also, that looks just like the symbol in Notland that allowed us to resummon the Night King, the Lord of the Night, by injecting it with power. Hang on now. I've seen that before. That's a very familiar symbol. The dragons use that. Ooh, but this is insane. I was not expecting. Also, I don't like that it fucking pushes us into the next quest, but enough about that. I was not expecting just straight up lore like that. This is like top 5, top 10, like most lore heavy quests. This is setting up something. So because the ley line, the borders weakened with the moon coming closer, more than ever, you were able to use abyssal energy to fucking change or inject knowledge into the past without changing fate. I wonder where this is going. This is something interesting. And now we know ALice is, not only she's a sustainer of the borders, but she's able to detect that entirely, changes to like the timeline. That means the Heavenly Principle has to be able to see it too. This is setting up something massive. Like, it clearly is. But they said Nod-Krai is going to be the one that ties all the lore together. They were not joking. Like, even miniature or side quests like these that I didn't think were fucking huge lore dumps are just turning out to be, like, super fill. Like, what? This is peak Genshin writing. And it's actual lore I like, too. It's not like some random bullshit. Like, this is, like, the shit that makes Genshin good. This stuff. Tying into Irminsul and the Abyss and other lines and Fate. This is what I got into the game for, bro. And they are not failing me, I tell you what. Holy shit. I've enjoyed Nod-Krai. I tell you what.